Hello, you all. Welcome back to the channel, In Pursuit of Life with Sabrina. I really should call this channel In Pursuit of Peace, because that's what I've been in pursuit of. If you've never joined this or watched me before, welcome. And if you keep up with me and follow me, I thank you and welcome back. Now, I just finished 13 days with helping my son and daughter-in-law with the babies at their house while their mom was out of town. Well, she was out of the country. And it ended up being, it was going to be 11 days, but it ended up being 13 because, you know, my daughter-in-law's birthday was going to be in 2 days. And so I just stayed on to help her while she's getting acclimated. And then we celebrated her birthday on the last day I was there, which was Monday, because today is Wednesday. But I go back Thursday, tomorrow night, and I stay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm probably coming back home on Monday because they have tickets. And it's more like a birthday week for her, which she has a big job. She has a 3.5-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. And I'm telling you, you all, I was so sleep deprived. After staying with them, I really enjoyed it, but boy, it felt like work at times, especially from that 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock time. Oh, it hit me because my granddaughter, the almost 2-year-old, gets up pretty early. One morning it was 3:30 in the morning, and she was just talkative, and I had to go, hey girl, it's time to go back to bed. And then the last night I was there, she got up at 11:30 p.m. So I put her back to bed. And then she got up again at like 6:30, but I was still tired because I was listening for her just in case she got up, because we were upstairs and my room was upstairs with them. And but at 6:30 she was at my door going, Nani, Nani, and I had my door cracked, but she didn't come in, so I brought her in, and I was just gonna keep her there for, just a little while. And as I was dozing back off to sleep, and she was okay with me doing that because I'll let her watch some, her kid shows on my phone, that I have that are just downloaded on there. And her brother, right when I was dozing off, he opened the door and goes, hi, and he named her, and he said, hey, Nani. And I'm like, well, I'm not going back to sleep. And so I spent most of yesterday catching up on sleep and just rest. And then today, just doing a couple of things. And then I'm just going to get ready to go back tomorrow. But I'm grateful that I get a chance to enjoy these things, because I just don't really know if I'm going to have open heart surgery or what they're going to do and what those procedures are going to do to me, whatever we decide to do with them fixing the heart situation, the heart defect. And for those of y'all who do not know, just a quick recap, I am someone who went through raising their kids, did not sacrifice my kids for my career. In fact, I sacrificed a career for the kids. And as soon as my youngest was going off to college, I got diagnosed with cancer. And after going through all of that, still wasn't getting better. So in 2021, we started hunting. 2023, we found a heart defect that I've had since birth that we didn't know about. We found some other things too. Some lung damage from radiation. Well, the heart defect has now caused, it's 2025, has now caused pulmonary hypertension. And if you know anything about those, or you can look them up, they're both very serious, because this heart defect it's rare. It's called upper left lobe partial anomalous pulmonary venous return. And so they're finding out more and more information about it, but there's only my specialists are no longer able to help me, so I have to go, I'm in the Waco area, so I have to go up to the Metroplex, the Dallas, the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and there's a heart hospital. There's UT Southwestern, and there's Baylor Scott and White Heart Health. And both of them, the Baylor Scott and White Heart Health, they major on the pulmonary hypertension. And the The other one, UT Southwestern, they have specialists that deal with my rare heart defect. So I'm going to start seeing them this month, because it's October 1st. So yeah, but one of the things, you all, that this time has helped me find and not be ashamed of, and that's my no, my inner no, and not feel guilty about it. I am now getting to the point, finally, after just been trained and trained and trained, and some of you may understand this and have experienced this, on how just to suck it in, the things you don't like, and even if you're uncomfortable, then it's on you. And but I just had an experience to where I was uncomfortable with something. I expressed it. I said it was me, and they basically were saying, I mean, and it wasn't that I was wrong in the way I felt. In fact, I'm very right in the way I feel because of the way it affects me. And I expressed this, and I had the same reaction I've had all my life, trying to fix me. No, I'm finally fixed. And in me being fixed, I can say audibly, I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. So I don't have to be in an uncomfortable state. And I have learned, it has taken me years to learn, that as soon as I see that this is not a comfortable state for me, I can say no. I can walk away. And it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have all this medical stuff, but all this medical stuff is weighty. So I'm carrying extra weight than what I carried before, when I could just sit in environments and just ignore the stuff I didn't like, but hold on to the stuff I did. Now I cannot hold as much weight because I'm already holding a lot. And I heard someone talk about that not too long ago. It made so much sense to me then. Like, this is why, it's okay to say no to weight that is too heavy for you. And I do not have to have people tell me what I can and cannot handle, or should handle. And that is where I have found my no. My kids are good at this. I mean, something they don't like, nope. Something that doesn't feel good, nope. They're quick at it. And I've raised them that way because I knew I had an issue with it. And so God has taken years and years and years of me getting to this point. And you all, I am so excited because, well, not excited. I hope I never have to go through this, but I'd say about a third of the specialists I have seen have not been very kind. And I would sit through the appointment and take it. Well, guess what I'm going to do this next time? If I walk into a specialist office and they are not what I need them to be, and I'm just saying, if they're not listening, if they're blowing me off, I will get right up and say, you know what? You can't help me. I will just let the insurance company know, and I'll just do my survey and let them know that you're not willing to help me. I'm going to go find someone who can. I am leaving now. Thank you so much for the time you did give me, but bye. And that's what I'm going to do. Instead of enduring me begging for help that they don't want to give. And this is another thing too. I don't have to beg for space in the room. I don't have to clarify to anyone why I feel the way I do, or justify to anyone why I see things the way I see. I don't make other people explain to me why they do that. Why are they doing me like this? So the answer is nope. Nope, you're not my people. And it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means you're not gonna make me feel like there's something wrong with me when I'm working on me, and I know my areas that I have issues with. And I have friends who are very frank with me, who tell me areas that I may not see. So you coming in, or a person coming in as a stranger telling me because they want me to see things their way and trying to fix me? Absolutely not. Or blowing me off? Absolutely not. Or trying to gaslight me into making me feel like that what I see is not what I see? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The answer is no. So anyway, that's where I am, and this time alone with the grandkids. Well, I wasn't alone completely. Got to give my son props. He was there working, and you know, it wasn't completely me by myself, but I did have them most of the time, and while his wife was away. But I had a whole lot of time to be out of my environment to really look at myself. And you all, I'm really in search of Sabrina, this Sabrina I used to be. I am getting closer to her. And I don't know if any of you all are experiencing this, but you're going through these things that are just really hard to deal with. We're going through these diagnoses and these procedures and this bad news, and you just get caught up in that because you can't help but get caught up in that. And if you're not careful somewhere along the way, you will lose yourself and who you really are and who you've been most of your life. We're still in there. I'm still in there. So I am peeling back these layers of pain and disappointment and dismay and all the disses or whatever else to find me again. In search of Sabrina. I'm in pursuit of myself. I'm in pursuit of peace. And my no is helping me find that. And I've got to get to the point where I do not care what other people think about my no. This is my no. This is me protecting me. My no is loud inside of me. It's a warning thing, but it's not proud. It's just, oh no. You're important too. You are important enough to have space in the room. And you're also important enough to be able to think for yourself. So what I'm looking for now is environments to where I can serve, I can belong, I can grow, and that I'm respected. Because I am not, and I am making this, I am not defending myself. Not one more time. No more defense. I'm going to be me. I'm going to let people be them. If we mesh, we can be close. If we don't, we can still love each other from a distance. Well, you all, that's where I am today. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I didn't mean for this to go as long as it did, but I had a lot to say, obviously. But as you can see, my tone has even changed because that's who I used to be. This person that was unashamedly me, with my flaws and everything, growing, getting better, holding myself accountable, in community where I'm in accountability with other people and they're in accountability with me, you know, where we're helping each other grow. I was like this all the time. And so I am getting me back through my no. And I encourage you, get yourself back. If you gotta say no, just say no. Anyway, you all have a great day. Bye.